Hello, welcome to Animes, another weekly roundup of AMIAMI figure pre-orders. This is the 25th to the 30th of November 2024. Fair few figures. Did you get anything on Black Friday sales? Of AMIAMI, we're running the 20 times points sale up till the 29th. So I didn't purchase anything from there, but if you did, then good. And a couple of other websites were obviously doing their Black Friday sales. So let me know down below if there's any figures you ordered that you managed to snag a good deal on, that you've managed to obviously add to your collection. So I'll definitely would like to know that. Comment, like, and subscribe as well, and we'll get on into what is up for pre-order this week, scale figure wise. B-Style Iro Bunny, illustrated by Mingnon complete figure by Freeing for 29,700 yen. So this is probably a 1/6, yep, 1/6 scale. Another unique bunny suit design. It looks like these 1/6, they're Freeing are going more for OC designs with the 1/6 scales. So it could be good. At least we might see a bit more unique designs, like the heart on the back here looks really nice as well. The open sort of front as well is really nice, very loosely like a heart shape. Chest, body sculpt, and like stomach sculpt is really nicely done. Quite like the face, and I like the fact that she's eating some dessert. Yeah, I do like it a lot. It's a 1/6 though, so I probably wouldn't purchase this, since there are other 1/6 that you can get for less, that are, you know, cast offable as well, for this 30,000 yen price roundabout. So that's May 2025. Not too bad. At least the 1/6 lineup is looking a bit more promising from Freeing. But I probably would still, we've only had a few months, so I'd give it a solid year of releases just to see where they're heading with it. Toho Project, True Horror, standing right behind you, Kiyoshi Komeji, 1/6 by Magi Arts for 24,540 yen. June 2025. Not as elaborate as some of the other Toho Project ones, where they've got a lot more environmentals and like vines and flowers going on, but definitely a very nice looking figure. All the Toho Project ones are, and they've all, from what I'm aware of, all like gone up in quite aftermarket anyways. So if you're, you know, you're sort of a figure price skeptic, then you've probably investigated the Toho Project lineup anyways. So you probably know that they're a safe investment if you do invest in figures, but you should never use figure collecting as an investment, really. To be honest, yeah, you're always going to sell them for less than you purchase generally if you do most of your figures, usually. Depending on how you store them, obviously. Looks nice. Love the design and whatnot. So very good looking figure. But it's Magi Arts. I can't remember who did the previous ones. I think it was Alto who done the some of the other Toho Project ones. So maybe wait to final release. Magi Arts aren't too bad, but I think their final products don't normally come up quite on par with the prototypes. Goddess of Victory, Nikki Alice, Sweet Home on 7th by Amakuni, 23,100 yen, July 2025. Looks fine, very tight lower tracksuits, obviously, to show off all those curves. Yeah, very cute, with the rabbit ears, very obviously rabbit theme going on here. Looks pretty good, I quite like it a lot, but I don't play Goddess of Victory, Nikki, so... but a very good looking figure, and I think the price isn't too bad as well, for at least for the contrast in terms of the whites and the pinks. The paint job looks really good, especially with the pink shading, so I think it overall looks really good. Canadis Angel Police Ellie, 1/7 by Good Smile Company, 23,800 yen, October 2025. Is not a cast offable. Skimpy Police Angel outfit. Quite like the hair. The hair is very nicely detailed. Looks fine. Price is probably about right. Yeah, it looks fine. I'm not aware of the series this is from. Canadis series, so I can't say how good she is. But in terms of the actual figure, she looks pretty good. Freeing from Bastard Heavy Metal, Dark Fantasy. Ashes Knee Bunny Fur version, quarter scale, by Freeing, 44,000 yen, May 2025. Very tempted to pre-order this just because I love the tone of the skin that she's got going on here, the dark skin. It's one of the better tones of dark skin characters I've seen. Not cast offable, which is fine. I like the hair shading as well. They looks like they've done blacks to blues very nicely in the hair. Pose looks pretty good. White suit is maybe a bit too much contrast, but I think they're going for that anyways compared to her dark skin. So yeah, looks good overall. Just wondering whether she's actually gonna, go down in price once she's released. I'll just keep an eye on this one, I think, if you really like this figure. And also you've also got the other character as well that was up for pre-order last week. So yeah, definitely worth getting a hold of. I think I just like it because you can just treat her as like a dark elf OC design, even if you've not seen the anime. Although the anime is pretty good, anyways. Metheus series, The Shorekeeper, 1/7 by Kuro Games for 10,340 yen. August 2025. Unfortunately, pre-orders are closed. August next year, so bookmark it. Looks fine. The water effects, the dress going to water, looks pretty nicely done. Sort of, it seems like she's going into sort of a water spirit, like she's like a spirit form, melding into water, or she's made of water, like Juvia from Fairy Tail. So yeah, no, I like the concept overall, and I love the whole water effects going on, especially with the veil as well. I guess she's not blending. The veil's like sort of water effect as well, blending. Yeah, very nice looking figure, I think, and for 10,000 yen is a bargain, to be honest. So if you really like this, definitely try and snag her when she's up for release in August. Sabat the Witch Neon Aichi 1/3.5 scale by Alice Glint for 40,390 yen, December 2025. This is a cast-offable figure. I think the chest is just cast-offable. So larger scale, 1/3.5, so it's going to take up a lot of space, especially lying down. Paint job looks good. Sort of ribbon outfit style witch. Looks like you get multiple faceplates. No, that's just the angle. So yeah, no multiple faceplates, but yeah, she looks good overall. But I think you'd have to really like the character design to actually purchase this figure for 40,000 yen. Oh, she does have multiple faceplates. She has smiling. Okay, and single shipment. So combining her, unfortunately. Mayday Buso Axe Experimental Equipment on 7th by QSQ, 34,100 yen. Neko Maid Bikini Maid with a giant axe and a energy drink balanced on her tail that she's serving you. Yeah, I'm very tempted to get this figure. Very obviously well endowed in the chest area. I love obviously like sci-fi, mechanical parts being added on, anyways, to waifus. Obviously, with Sophia Shear, the Bunny Suit Planning series, and the Orbit Girl series from Vertex as well. So yeah, very nice looking figure, and is cast-offable in the chest area. So I'm very tempted to purchase this or pre-order this one. I don't know yet. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, very good looking figure. Volleyball Club Honaka Highs 1/6 by Mimic, 18,220 yen. January 2026, so you've got a long time, over a year. Yep, in a gym outfit, very, all those stretch marks are in the nice place. The sculpting's top notch. Paint job looks really good as well, with a nice matte finish on the outfit. And the bands obviously are pinching where they need to pinch. Very good looking figure, I think. Very nice attention to detail. So Mimic, new manufacturer I've not heard of. Definitely, I think, worth keeping an eye out for. Provisional pre-order, so just have to wait and see potentially. Bonus tin badge ×2. Okay, so you get tin. Okay, that's the tin badges. Fair enough. Price I think is pretty good, especially for 1/6. Paint job looks really good, so I think very worth collecting if you're doing a sports themed collection. Binding Creators Opinion Mickey Sayagasu, a reverse bunny version, quarter scale but binding, 39,600 yen, July 2025. It's a reverse bunny, I think. Definitely a bit more unique design, since it looks like she's got shorts on, and obviously bare chested, and she's got tan lines as well, which is another bonus. So I like the whole concept of this as well, with the shorts, different to your normal bunny suit style figures. Reverse bunny as well is obviously different anyways. Yeah, I like this a lot. I think potentially very worth getting a hold of if you really do like reverse bunnies, since you don't see loads of reverse bunnies anyways. So she's definitely a bit more unique in your display compared to other bunnies in your collection that you might have. The King of Fighters, Mai Shiranui, 1/6 by ANIGAME for 21,340 yen, July 2025. Looks fine. The red outfit looks really nicely detailed, and this tail ball thing looks really good. Yeah, very nice looking figure, I think, definitely. ANIGAME's been around for a while anyway, so they do generally do quite a good job. And it's a 1/6 for 20,000 yen, so I think the scale matches the price as well pretty good. I think a lot of people are used to 1/7 being, 16 to 18,000 yen generally 1/7, so 1/6 getting for 20, just under 20,000 yen is definitely worth getting a hold of. Umamusume Pretty Derby, Mr. C. B for 1/7 scale by Fat Company for 26,800 yen. Looks like she comes with different multiple arm options, multiple face options as well. And this one outfit looks stunning, paint job looks really good, as with all the other Umamusume figures. Hair sculpt and shading is really nice. Yeah, very nice looking figure, and is on the cheaper side to a lot of the other Fat Company ones by Fat Company or other Umamusume ones. Some of the ones with more elaborate bases are over 30,000 yen, so definitely worth getting hold of, especially if you're Umamusume fan. Prisma Wing, Piapro characters, Meguri Luca, art by Lack, 1/7. Prime Studio, 31,900 yen. Don't know anything about this character, so I could just go based on the sculpt. Paint job on the jacket looks fine. The boots are just shiny, glossy boots. It's not really any shading. Sculpting looks okay there. Sculpting on the jacket looks okay. Hair sculpt is probably a bit on the weaker side, I think. Oh, the back looks pretty good, but I think the front portion of her hair is pretty bland. Face looks like it's got a very sharp angled line going down the center there, unfortunately, so more polygon shaped than rounded. The face is a bit off-putting. Yeah, there's like a cross going across here on the face. I think the sculpting on the actual final design is pretty bad. Not worth the 32,000 yen, unfortunately. I think there's just a few too many things that are pulling down the quality of the figure. Character vocal series 01 Hatsune Miku Beauty Looking Back, in collaboration Japanese Doll 1/7 by Good Smile Company, 139,000 yen. I occasionally cover these just to show that there are some people who will spend tons of money on these sorts of dolls with the very realistic kimonos. This is one of the best looking kimonos I've actually seen from those doll ones, and it's Miku, so I do really like it. If you just have that kind of money lying around, then purchase her. Definitely a very nice look. I think the kimono really elevates the whole figure design personally, which I think most of the dolls do. It's generally the kimono that you're paying for. If you really like the kimono, which I like, this design and the red is really nicely done or portrayed in this figure. B-Style Azure Lane, Vero Shiro devoted as the Warm Snow complete figure by Fring, 38,500 yen. Looks fine. It's just her in a towel. Very simple though. It's not it's not transparent. It's kind of semi-translucent, but very minor. Yeah, it's fine. Whether she's actually got anything down there, if you look, at the alternative angles when you get her, I don't know. I don't think I'll purchase this figure. Hair shading looks okay, but yeah, it's fine, I suppose, if you like this design. I think a lot of people prefer if she was cast off, but they're not going to do this cast off, unfortunately, with Azure Lane. Love Live Niji Sanji High School Idol Club, Langzhu Zong 1/7 by Plum, 21,500 yen, April 2025. Outfit looks pretty good. Paint job looks pretty nice. Hair sculpt is good. Base, there's nothing extra at the base, so I think you're basically just going by what's here. Looks pretty fine, but I'm not into Niji Sanji, Niji Gasaki. Sorry, not Niji Sanji. My bad. It's not a VTuber. She actually looks pretty good, but I'm not too sure about the series that she's based off of. I've not watched that. But yeah, the blacks are a bit flat though, maybe on the jacket. That might be the only main thing, but I guess it's hard to do really good shading on blacks without putting a lot of effort into it. Girls Frontline PA15 cowl bikini version 1/6 by Fat Company for 24,800 yen. September 2025. Cowgirl bikini print figure. So I think a lot of people have been. I've seen a lot of like the cows themed figures, like if they got cow bikinis and whatnot, sell out really very well. So a lot of people do like those. Their body sculpting on this is amazing, I would say, and the hair sculpt is really good. Obviously, then with the creases they've got on the torso is really well done. Very nice looking figure. I think if you just want to purchase her base because of the attention to detail for the body sculpt, I think it's top notch. So Fat Company have done a really good job with this, and I think paint job is going to be really good anyways. So definitely worth getting a hold of. I think if you like cow, or you're doing a collection of cow themed girls. Terumin RPG Ex-Adult Yukizaki 1/6 by Nocturne for 33,880 yen. August 2025. So it's from a popular NSFW series, obviously game and anime, and she's cast offable obviously as well. Tentacles coming around. So potentially worth getting hold of. I don't quite like this pose, and then they give you this other option as well. And I think the price isn't too bad. The fact that you get alternative arms and whatnot, and she's her being cast offable as well is very nice. There is a more expensive version, 42,900 yen, where you get these effect parts where she's obviously doing some sort of magic or something. Anyways, and I don't know if you get any extra bits. Looks like you're getting the same standard bit where she's being attacked by tentacles. Yep. So it's just you're paying an extra 10,000 yen for these very flashy but very nice effect parts. So potentially worth doing that maybe. Street Series Chun-Li Standby 1/6 by Max Factory for 29,800 yen. October 2025. Another immaculate Chun-Li figure, I think. If you didn't get the other Chun-Li figure that I've got, this is definitely one worth potentially getting hold of as well. Paint shading looks really nicely done. The leg definition isn't as nice as the other one I will be doing an unboxings for soon. Probably next week or later this week or the following week. That should be coming out. But the rest of the outfit is very nicely painted and whatnot. Like, it's just got Max Factory. They're very good at painting, I think. Definitely worth getting a hold of and keep an eye on Max Factory. Yeah, and this is, I think it was a bit cheaper than the other Chun-Li figure as well. That one was about 33,000 yen if I remember correctly. So you're saving a little bit. Definitely worth getting a hold of, I think, if you really like Street Fighter as well. Gridman Universe Yume Minami Chinese dress version 1/7 by Apex for 18,130 yen. December 2025. Looks pretty good. I like the Chinese outfit, although we've seen a lot of Chinese outfits, so depends on how if you're bored of Chinese dress figures, then maybe not. But I like the fact they've added the table and the blossom tree behind her as well as the extra accessories, and you get a quick stand. So yeah, pretty nice looking figure, I think. And then we've also got Takarada as well, Rika Takarada in a Chinese dress as well, where there's a flower. Yeah, I like this a lot as well. Very good, and the anime is very nice. Definitely worth watching the anime. But yeah, quite like it. And you get obviously this sort of faux scarf as well for her. So that's it for the normal figures. Now into the adult figures section. So we've had a few figure releases. So we've got white hair hoodie succubus illustrated by Sora Nani Iro 1/6. Manufacturer Eclipse Feather for 29,870 yen. January 2026. It's just a succubus in a very minimal outfit. It looks like with a hoodie that she's lifting off. And is fully cast offable as well. Yeah, pretty nice looking figure. I think especially if we're going to put her on this sort of decor bed. Yep, and you can obviously remove the hoodie as well completely. That's a bit more simple, but I think a lot of people probably would have her with the outfit on and the hoodie on. As quite like that. It's pretty good. And there is a more expensive version that just comes with like a wolf score thing as an extra. So I wouldn't do the extra really. I'll just purchase this one. Tide Bunny Girl 1/6 by Adamas for 19,580 yen. June 2025 release. Pretty nice. Do like these sort of, you know, when they come with a pole, it gives you a bit more uniqueness, I think, with the figure rather than them just standing on a round circle base. The pose is looking really good, and obviously fully cast offable as well. Very well, very big in the chest size area. I like it a lot, and obviously you get different options as well for putting on the chest area, with a chain or rings and whatnot. Potentially, and I like the actual outfit anyways. If you weren't going to have her cast off, definitely I think potentially worth getting a hold of. I'm very tempted to just bookmark this and keep an eye on this, seeing if she's still available in June. Seimin in Kanojo, Lori, Takanashi, and Karen. 1/6 by Brass Bell for 27,500 yen. September 2025. So 2/16 for 28,000 yen, 14,000 yen each. For that price, look at body sculpt, really nice. Obviously, very nicely detailed. Cheerlead outfits really good, like the red and blues. Definitely a bit more shading on the red outfits compared to the blue one. Yeah, and obviously the position they're in, the fact that they're squishing up against each other, very nice. I think that obviously you have to get these as a pair, you can't buy them separately. But there's been a fair few figures over this year that have come up for pre-order where they look really nice paired up. So this one I'm very tempted to get a hold of as well, potentially for pre-order. I don't know. I'm sort of on the fence about pre-ordering this. Yeah, I'd have to do a bit more research, I think, into the source material, you could say. Saki illustration, illustrated by Yu on quarter scale by Party Look, 42,680 yen, July 2025. It's quarter scale, sort of, you know, succubus figure with fluids that she's got going on. Pretty nice. Like the zipped up BDSM style outfit. Yeah, she looks pretty good. And I think they do as a deluxe version as well, which comes with some extra wall scrolls and bits and pieces. Potentially worth getting hold of. Party Look quarter scales aren't too bad. So they're one of the other, you know, NSFW figures that do, manufacturers that do quarter scale NSFW sculpts. So yeah, not too bad looking. I think I still prefer native overall, but if you're really into your succubus themed figures, then this one's potentially worth getting a hold of. Finally, we've got Shoujo Kashin Shino Sakurasai, illustration by Ninako, 1/6. Manufacture 18 for 29,340 yen, June 2025. Yeah, I like the chair, the position looks really nice. I don't know the source material. The face is maybe a bit too sharply angled in the lower region, but that might just be accurate rendition from the source material. Yep, the squishy sculpting is very nicely done. The chest over the hands, body position looks good, and the hair over the back of the chair looks pretty nice. The chair's better detailed than most, but yeah, not too bad. Doesn't come with any other extras, looks like. It's just a very simple figure, I think. Alternative face part and alternative lower body. So there is alternative lower bodies. I didn't see that in the sculpt, but in the different photos, but fair enough. That does it for this week of AMIAMI figure pre-orders. Comment, like, and subscribe, and she'll catch you in an unboxing video that will be coming up in the next few days. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you in another video. Bye.